What is wrong with these corporations? I can't even get a Christian corporation to do right. Hobby Lobby called me, I think Thursday. Put in an application Tuesday. I think they called me Wednesday or no, yeah. I think they called me Wednesday or Thursday morning. I told them I would consider it. I told him I would consider the job offer. He didn't say it was a job interview. He said I had a position available. He didn't say he was going to. See, first of all, that's a lie. I mean, he said he had a position available to be a framer. Had a position available. That sounds like you are offering me the position. Does that not sound like someone's offering you the position? If you have a position available, that means it sounds like you're offering them a job, not offering them to have an interview to do a job, to get a job. Stop this interview stuff. Just give people jobs, okay? First of all, stop interviewing. Start giving jobs. And then the offer you gave me was a low paying, well, it wasn't that low paying, but I have gotten paid more. So it is low paying because I've earned more than that. You offered like $13 an hour, and it was a part-time job offer. I've gotten paid more than $13 an hour before, so again, that's a low pay. Especially when you do the math, at part-time is only 20 hours or less a week, which at 20 hours, which is the maximum they like to try to give you, that would, after, taxes and everything, your take-home pay is probably going to be around $200 a week. Who the hell can live on $200 a week? Insurance is $100 a month, and phone bill is $50 a month. If I was to rent a house, it would cost in a small apartment would cost $500. That's, you only make $800. 500, 600. Gas is going to be about at least $100, $200 a month. So let's just think about that for a moment. That's 500, 600, 700, 800. Oh, how am I going to buy food now? Okay, just think about it. I have like 100. You don't even have $100 left. How can anybody live on $200 a week? People can't live on part-time. That's why we need full-time jobs. We can barely live on full-time. Not to mention, part-time requires you to. What about insurance? People can't even afford to have insurance. Can't afford to eat because we'll have rent, we'll have car, we have phone. We ain't got no money. Part-time does not give you enough money to live. You would think a Christian corporation would have enough sense to know this. First of all, they lied. They didn't ask me to come in for an interview for a job. if you want me to come in for an interview for a job, you say that. You say, can you come in for an interview? You don't say, I have a framing job, a framing position available. You don't tell them that you have something available. You ask them to come in for a job interview. When you tell someone that you have something available, that means you're offering them a job. That's the translation. I'll give you this job if you want it. That's what that means. I don't know what management school this person went to, but if you tell people you have a position available, then that means that you're offering them that position. If you tell them that you would like to schedule them for a job interview, that's different. Oh my gosh, I can't even get these Christian corporations to do right. So I told them I would need time to think about it. I took Friday and Saturday to think about it. He's not working on Sunday. I took basically the day they called me, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. He wasn't at work. I called back Friday. He wasn't at work. I had stuff to do Saturday, so I didn't even call him. They're not open on Sunday. And he called other people, I guess on the day of, and gave the job away. Call him back today, and I found out he then gave the position up. Wait. I told him I needed time to think about it. He didn't give me enough time to think about it. He immediately went to the next person. So, one, he lied, which, according to the Bible, thou shalt bear not false witness against thy neighbor. Arranging words in a different way is still lying. If you're not directly telling the truth, you're lying. He never mentioned interview. I shouldn't need one of those to be able to do the job. You don't need an interview to do a job. First of all, y'all need to get rid of the interview process. Just hire people. Stop with the interviewing and start with the hiring. Second of all, you need to get rid of all that part-time BS. Because part-time, no one can make enough money to live with all today's expenses and bills to live part-time. If you're going to work part-time, you better stay living at home with your mama and daddy. Because, seriously. Or your mama. Or if you ain't got a daddy. Or your daddy if you ain't got a mama. You know what I'm saying? If you got both, cool. But you better stay at home if you're going to work part-time. Because you can't afford your own place if you work, unless you have like 4 part-time jobs. You can't afford to take a girl out for a date, even if you was able to snag a girl or even have a girl interested in you. You couldn't even afford that. You can't even afford to go out. You can't afford to buy anything for yourself because rent, car, gas, phone, insurance. That's all your money right there. Can't afford it. No one can afford part-time. We can't afford part-time. Okay? Jeez. Nobody can afford part-time. So stop hiring part-time. Government get some balls and tell these corporations they have to hire full time. Only. I'm 36 freaking years old. In April, I will be 37 years old. I do not need part time. I deserve full time. I'm old enough to be some of these kids that work at these businesses' dad, okay? Or at least older brother or uncle or something, right? Okay? But you're going to offer me part time? You should be offering me full time and management on age alone. And on the fact that I have the work ethic and type of personality that wants to do everything. I don't want to be stuck doing one job. I don't do one job. I'm the type of person you can hire, and I work freelance. What is freelance? Freelance is I'm going to assist customers in the store. Freelance is I'm going to put stuff on the shelves in the store. Freelance is I'm going to be able to work in the frame shop when someone needs the frame shop done. Freelance is doing everything. Freelance is even the person that will clean the bathrooms. They'll walk around the store and assist customers. They'll get up top and put stuff up. They'll take stuff down for the customers. Whatever needs done, I do. Freelance is a person who can hop on the cash register when they see there's a freaking line. Freelance is not bounded by one area of the store. Do this, do only this, do only this, all day long. No, that's not freelance. I'm a freelancer. I need to have complete, unrestricted ability to do my job and every job in the store. That's what I need. And that's what I can do, and I have provided and done before and proved that I could do it. When I worked at Lowe's, first job, they hired me as a cart pusher. They didn't have nobody else, so I was the cart pusher. But I was also the loader. But I was also the person who cleaned the bathrooms. But I was all and the break rooms and whatever other places needed cleaned when it needed cleaned. I was also walking around the store assisting customers with finding stuff. I also learned how to use every machine in the place. The only one I ever had to use a lot was the key cutter. I used the glass cutter a few times. I never actually cut any of the wood, even though I learned how to use the machine. I never actually cut any of the carpet, even though I learned how to use the machine. But I did hop on the key cutting machine plenty of times. No one ever brought their keys back. Now, when I worked at Sam's Club, I was stuck outside. Stuck. No matter how many carts I would bring in, there was always more carts to bring in. Sam's Club, Walmart. Man, no matter how many I would bring in, they had so many customers all the time that I could never get done. No matter how many carts I brought in, just till the end of the day. And that's why the job sucked. I liked working at Lowe's because I was allowed to be a freelancer. But they fired me because they're stupid. I did not like working at Sam's Club. I like the hours. They gave me plenty of hours. It was great. But management sucked. They had me stuck in a dead end position where I was never going to go anywhere. That sucked. If I'm ever in a job where I'm stuck doing the same job, and that's all I do, it sucks. You've got to give me freelance ability. Bargain Hunt was cool, except they wouldn't give me no hours. So they sucked. You have to give me full time and freelance. If there's any full time freelance jobs out there, please, comment down below because I will go. I will work there. But stop saying, don't offer me to go to an interview. I don't want to do no interviews, okay? Watching my YouTube video is the interview, okay? Watch. Watch my YouTube video. There's your interviews. Why do you need an interview? Shouldn't me proving that I can do the job be the interview? Corporations, management, whatever, stop telling people you have a position available when you mean I would like to interview you for this position. If you have a position available, offer me the position. Okay? Offer me the position without an interview. If you have a position available, I'll take the position. I don't need to be interviewed about it. And stop offering me part-time jobs. I did not write part-time on the job application. So again, which someone told me that a job application is legal binding agreement. So whatever you fill out on that, they are supposed, if they offer you a job, they're supposed to follow the contract of whatever you put down, which means they broke the law by offering me a part-time job when I clearly wrote full-time on there. I don't know if that's correct or not, but whatever. I liked working in Incredible Pizza because again, I was given tasks to do and was allowed to do it on my own free time. What I didn't like is they had too many damn people. Oh my gosh. And wouldn't promote me, wouldn't give me a raise, wouldn't promote me. They wouldn't give me a raise even though I learned how to do everything in the store. Okay? Every time you learn how to do something else, you need to be given some more money. It's not that complicated. Well, and after someone learns how to do everything and you move them from front to back, and he knows how to do everything in the back, and he's my age. That was only a couple of years ago, so he's in his 30-ish, and you're hiring a bunch of teenager kids, but you're keeping him at the same position as the teenager kids when he's old enough to be their like dad and stuff. Bump him automatically to manager on the fact that he's freaking old enough to be people's dads. My gosh, people aren't going to give you respect if y'all won't give him. You got to give him the management role if you want him to have any damn respect. If you want them to have respect, they don't respect the other management anyway. So why would giving me a management role be respectful either? The only power management has is they can write people up. Wow. They left and let me be manager of the front end of the store one day, but they like unofficially. So I have management experience. When I worked for not Lowe's, When I worked for Sam's Club, they called me head cart pusher, even though they didn't have a head cart pusher. Head means boss of the cart pushers, or maybe it was at it was at Lowe's and Home Depot. Well, not Home Depot, Walmart, Sam's Club. Okay, so as head cart pusher, loader, whatever, that means you're in charge of all of them. Well, even if you're the only one, you're still in charge of it. That makes the parking lot your department, and just like any other department head, you're in charge of it. I was in charge of the department of basically that. So I have management experience. I also have management experience for when I was working with Roger as a subcontractor. He left me plenty of times alone to finish jobs up. He left me plenty of times alone with unexperienced workers that he just hired for because he was trying to help a person out because he's nice that way sometimes. But he left me like one time I was building a fence. I have experience building a fence. This other guy has never built a fence before, and a day in it, he's never done hardly any job before of construction anyway, or home remodeling or repairing or any of that. And Roger left me and him alone to build a fence. Me and him alone to build a fence. So I'm training him and teaching him how to build a fence, which is actually supposed to be my boss's job, which means I was the manager. Okay. Another time he left me to supervise some people doing a roof job. Yeah, they probably didn't need any supervision except for to make sure that they were just doing it. But still, that's not the point. I have supervisory and management experience. I have it. So give me management. I have the experience. I'm old enough. I am 36, fixing to be 37 years old. And guess what? I've bought every car I've owned with cash. I've never gone. I have no debts. I maybe went into debt when I was younger, when I was being silly and buying books or something that you mail through. But we eventually paid those off, so they don't exist anymore. Supposedly, I have a library book that's I never checked out, so I don't know how the library. The library apparently they think I owe money to them because of an overdue library book that I never checked out. So I don't have that book. I never checked it out. So I don't know how they have my name as the person. I tried to tell them about that, but they don't listen. I said, I don't have the book. I never checked out the book. Your records are wrong. But no, they won't let me check out books and they won't let me get a new library card because I have this overdue book, which I never checked out. I try to tell them that and they don't listen. I never checked it out. So, how y'all have it in your system that I have your book is wrong because I don't have your book because I never checked your book out. I don't check books out at the library. I don't go to the library to check books out. So, there's that. The only reason I go to the library is to use the computers or to look at books while they're in the library. If I'm going to look at a book in the library, it's going to be a book with like pictures or whatever or something. Or I'm going to read it in the damn library. I don't leave the library. If I'm going to get a book at the library, I'm going to buy it in the library's bookstore where I can own it. Then I can read it. Okay? I don't check books out at the library. I don't do it. So I don't know how they got my name on their book. Their records are wrong. Their records are wrong. It's that simple. If they could just admit that their records are wrong, boom. I'll be glad to pay the price of the book if they would just take it off of the thing. But they won't even do that. They want their book back. What the heck? Oh, anyway, that's a little tangent. But still, so I have no bills. I mean, I have no debt, is what I'm trying to get at. I have no debt, which would make me great for running your store because y'all want a person who knows how to handle his finances with what little finances he has, don't you? I mean, okay. I'm on a limited income because I have like I have three different job things going on. I have YouTube, which is monetized, so I can make money off of that as soon as I make a bank account. Which probably should go ahead and just do that because it's the only way I'm going to make any money. Two, I've offered my services, as a subcontractor. I let people know I can do that kind of stuff, but people don't call me and give me the jobs, so I can't make them hire me. I can't make people hire me. The government could make corporations hire, but I can't. So I have that going on, which is I got one client that calls me when they need something done, and I maybe make $100 a day working for that guy, but it's maybe or work 2 days and get $200 or close to it. It's close to $100. Uh, I make around $100 or more, usually a little more every time I work for the person, but I only get work for them like maybe once every other month or something. Once every 2 or 3 months, maybe sometimes once a month. So it's not often enough, right? Okay. The next thing, so again, it's unstable income. And then I have the booth at a moment in time, which is also an unstable income because I can't make people buy stuff. I can put stuff in there. I can put plenty of stuff in there. I have plenty of stuff that I can put in there. I'm always finding new stuff at discount deals, which you see on my channel. But I can't make people go there and buy it. I can't make them buy it. So, I can't make people buy it. So, I have management experience because I'm running my own business. I have management experience because I've managed other people before, supervised other people before, supervised my own self before, supervised my different places of job of where I've worked before. I've liked I like see here's the thing. I like full time, I like freelance, I like getting paid a decent amount of money, which is like 15 or more dollars an hour. And I kind of like being my own boss and not have see the things I don't like. See, so the pluses I have is that I am freelance and can do freelance and will be freelance and will learn how to do everything in your store. Okay, there's a good. I mean, what more can you ask for? The negatives that I don't like or dislike is bosses. I don't like management. I don't like bosses. I don't like higher authorities telling me what I can and cannot do. I have a higher authority to tell me what I can and cannot do. And his name is Jesus Christ, okay? God Almighty. I don't need any more authorities telling me what I can and cannot do, or how to do the job, or how to not do the job. I don't need it, okay? As long as the job gets done, we're fine. Exactly. So, my next negative thing is I don't like so many people. My gosh, I'm like antisocial. Too many people. No, I don't like crowds and lots of people. I'm not a crowded people or people person. So, a place that has a steady amount of people that I only have to see like 5 minutes or less, but that isn't like busy all the time would be way great. If I don't have to be around the people over 10, 15 minutes, good. Because I don't care about you or they. I'm working, I'm doing something, I'm busy. Why should I don't want to make friends at work. I'm at work. I don't want to make friends with the employee, with the customers. I'm working. I'm busy. Okay? Busy. Trying to do the job. Don't have time to do all that, make jokes and laugh and go out after work or any of that crap. I'm busy. I have things to do. Okay. So there's my two negatives. I don't like management bossing me around, and I don't like a whole lot of people, customers or other employees, getting in my way when I'm trying to do my job. It's that simple. I don't want a busy. I want to be busy, but I don't want a busy store, if that makes sense. Anyway, remember, God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. Jesus loves you. Jesus is God. Jesus is Lord. Jesus is King. Jesus is